station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Developing tonight on DC News Now at 10, a measure to make Metro buses free to ride as soon as next year, just approved by DC Council. So what happens now? We're live with what you need to know.
Plus, the troubling trend of gun store burglaries is keeping businesses and police on edge. We've got a full report on what led one owner to firing on a police cruiser.
And hi, good evening, everyone. We are tracking light showers at this time. There will be a lull in the weather pattern tonight. Temperatures, they're headed for the 60s. I have your 7-day forecast coming up.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 10 on DCW 50. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Tasmeen Mahfouz. Our top story tonight is out of DC, where City Council is still voting on a number of hot-button issues.
Now, that includes votes for a plan to overhaul DC's Housing Authority Board and labor protections for caretakers and nannies.
Yeah, we're bringing you live team coverage tonight. Dave Laval has more on a newly passed bill making Metro buses free to ride.
But we start tonight with our Mario Carbone on the Housing Authority story. An emergency measure that would replace a current board is up for a vote. So, Mario, what's the status right now?
Well, I wish I had some news to tell you, but this meeting where they are voting on that, it was supposed to start at 2 o'clock this afternoon. It only just started at around 8, and they still have not gotten to that emergency legislation that looks at dissolving the board for the Housing Authority. It's at the bottom of the agenda, and it still could be a while. So let me give you some background on what this legislation actually is. It looks to dissolve the board over the DC Housing Authority. Right now that has 13 members on it, and create a new board with just 7 members. Now this was proposed by Chairman Phil Mendelson and the mayor, and it's in response to an audit that pointed out tons of flaws with the Housing Authority, from its management to even just unlivable housing apartments and units right now. So just yesterday there was some discussion about changing that emergency legislation to having 9 board members. So again, that'll be discussed at some point tonight. But there has been some big opposition to this entire proposal. Tenants associations have come out against it. The DC Attorney General, advocacy groups like Legal Aid, and even some members of council. So we'll see tonight, whenever they get to that, if there are enough votes to actually move forward with this, dissolve the board, put in place a new one, and if council is actually willing to go against all of this objection that we're seeing.
Clearly a lot happening. Marielle, you're following another big vote that's expected tonight.
Yeah, if passed, the bill would give new protections to domestic workers.
Yeah, that's right. And actually that bill, it just passed about an hour ago. We're talking, when we say domestic workers, about some of your essential workers like home health care workers, your nannies, housekeepers. Many of them are women and minorities, and right now there are no protections for them under DC law. Today's vote is the first step in changing that.
We clean the people's homes, we take care of their children, we take care of their elderly, we take care of their sick.
Yet Reina Moreno says there are no protections in D.C. for workers like her. She spoke to us through a translator.
We demand our rights, and the question of why is because our work is essential.
Moreno says she cleans private homes during the week, a job she's not only been discriminated at, but sexually harassed at as well.
And I had just recently arrived to the country. And my first day on the job, when I thought I was going to work, I was actually experiencing sexual harassment. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know my rights. I didn't feel like I could call the police. I didn't feel safe to do that.
This bill is important for a number of reasons.
The Domestic Workers Employment Rights Amendment Act could change that. If passed, the bill requires a written agreement, including hours, pay, duties, and more for domestic workers and their employers, and ensures domestic workers are protected under the DC Human Rights Act and the Occupational Safety and Health Act.
It dismantles long-standing labor policy and rectifies a legacy of slavery that unfairly has excluded black women and other women of color.
So how would this help me? I would definitely not experience sexual harassment the way that I have, because I would have my rights. We're discriminated for so many different things, for our race, for our migration status, for our gender, for so much.
Yeah, and again, that vote, it passed about an hour ago, and after it happened, about a dozen domestic workers that were here watching, they filled this hallway, they were cheering, some of them even crying, because they say they've been working on this, getting these protections for about 4 years now, so this was a really big deal for them. This bill, it has its second and final vote before becoming law, that is, on December 20th. Reporting live from the Wilson Building tonight, I'm Ariel Carbone, DC News Now.
Certainly a long night in D.C. Marielle, thank you. Coming up in just a few minutes, D.C. News Now goes inside one of D.C. Public's housing units where tenants weigh in on Mayor Bowser's push to shrink the board down to 7 members. They say they don't believe the mayor should have complete control.
And those who rely on Metro buses to get around the district will soon be able to save some money. Now, it's not final yet, but the D.C. Council approved a plan tonight to make all bus rides free. That includes those at the Tacoma station. That's where we find our Dave Laval. And Dave, this is a game changer for so many people.
Well, Tusmeen and Chris can tell you that there are a lot of people excited about what could happen regarding bus service around the district over the next few months. You see, right now, they told us that they rely on the service for such things as grocery shopping, doctor's appointments, and so much more. So being able to have free bus service would allow them to spend money on other things. Meanwhile, ridership on Metro buses is up just over 19% this year compared to a year ago. That's according to the latest numbers from the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority, which operates the bus system. The buses averaged around 200,000 daily riders for October, which are the latest numbers posted on the agency's website. Now, the unanimous vote by council members sets up a final vote, which means by next summer, all buses in the district could be free for residents and visitors. And passengers we talked to told us they can't wait for the free bus service to roll.
You know, we've all seen a lot of people affected by rising prices, inflation, and so, you know, if people have an easy way to get to where they need to go every day, and we can make that free, I think that's great.
I'm a senior citizen, and times when I need buses, it would really be a great help to me, and I'm sure it will be a great help to others.
And once again, a final vote is expected within the next few weeks. And if that passes, that means bus service, again, free bus service, will start next summer. And it's also important to point out the 12 major bus lines will operate 24 hours a day. We are live at the Tacoma station. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Dave, thank you. So meanwhile, Metro rail prices could also change next year. That is, if a new proposed budget is approved. Now, under the plan, customers riding at rush hour would pay a base charge of $2 instead of $2.25. Now, once a rider travels beyond 3 miles, that price would go up slightly for every additional mile taken. Now, Metro would still charge a flat $2 fee for weekend riders and weekday rides after 9:30 p.m.
All right, so head out to the train tomorrow, grab the umbrella. Tomorrow, a bit of a rinse and repeat. A little warmer, though.
Happy to hear that's going to be warmer. We got Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb tracking the latest. Hey there, Janessa.
Hi, yeah, I think you can actually leave that heavier winter coat at home tomorrow. We're actually starting to see the warmer air pump in from the south. Overnight lows, they are not going to be dramatically decreased. We have many areas in the 50s right now, and we'll be consistently in that realm for the rest of the evening into tomorrow morning. Yes, you have a southerly flow pumping in the warmer air, and this is the moisture that we are talking about. It has been on the light to scattered side all day. Nothing torrential, anything torrential has been across Richmond at this time. And right now we've stopped that time lapse, and you can see we're actually drying out. There is a lull in this weather pattern for tonight. We'll sit under mostly cloudy conditions, and then we'll watch another wave at our next storm system. Our series of cold fronts is really what we are dealing with, starts to make its way in, providing a good amount of rain rain tomorrow morning for just northern Virginia. I think the bulk of us actually will stay on the dry side, and so I'll show you that in my extended forecast. But hour by hour, this is going to be a very comfortable evening, hovering in the mid to upper 40s in most spots. So we are nearly 10 to 15 degrees warmer compared to the last 24 hours. And now we are headed for the 60s for daytime highs as we step into your midweek. Hey, we'll look at that extended forecast coming up.
Janessa, thanks. Breaking election news right now in Georgia's Senate runoff race. Our network News Nation just declared incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock the winner. So as of right now, Warnock has 50.17% of the vote. Republican challenger Herschel Walker is holding 49.83%. This race was too close to call after the November midterm election. Neither candidate earned the majority of votes necessary under Georgia's voting system, and the race was extended to today's runoff. All new tonight, a shooting in Rockville, Maryland landed a gun shop owner in handcuffs. Police say it happened this morning when he fired at one of their cruisers, and investigators say they now know why. As our Montgomery County reporter Cheyenne Corinne explains, there's been a string of gun store burglaries in that area.
Police tell me that they believe that the co-owner of this gun store in Rockville thought that robbers were targeting his business when he opened fire, hitting an unmarked patrol car. Now, mind you, this is all coming as police step up their patrol due to more reported burglaries of gun shops. But now this gun owner is the one that's facing the charges.
We have worked with this gun store employee in the past, and he has reported suspicious vehicles to us recently that he has noticed driving through in the overnight hours.
42-year-old Andrew S. Raymond is charged with first-degree assaults and related handgun offenses for this morning's shooting at a ranged armament. Just after midnight, an officer was on proactive patrol because of the increase in gun store burglaries. That's when police say Raymond ran towards the officer's unmarked car and began shooting. Police say the car was hit twice, but the officer was not hurt. And when he signaled that it was police, Raymond immediately stopped, dropped his weapon, and raised his hands.
And he did state to us that he was staying in his store later in the evenings and possibly overnight to make sure his store did not become victimized.
The ATF is now working with police in Montgomery County and Anne Arundel County after there were 5 burglaries and attempted burglaries of gun stores between November 19th and 28th. Investigators say in several of these cases, a group of people rammed a stolen car into the stores. The burglars walked away empty-handed, except on Thanksgiving Day, when they stole 7 pistols and 5 rifles from an Atlantic gun store in Rockville. Police haven't said if the guns were properly stored.
It's unclear on what the intent is of the person that is committing these crimes. It's important that we immediately get these back and ensure that they weren't used in any type of crime or being sold across state lines or to other places.
The last reported attempt happened November 28th at Scott's Gunsmithing in Glen Burnie. Police arrested 2 teens from Montgomery County for removing guns from display cases. Reporting in Rockville, I'm Cheyenne Corinne for DC News Now.
Anti-Semitic incidents are on the rise all across the country, and unfortunately, that's especially true for the Commonwealth. Coming up, we're live with the details surrounding an alarming report, including some disturbing discoveries of messages of hate across Virginia.
Plus, same-sex marriage rights are in limbo with several cases across the country still pending. With all this uncertainty, we talk with one local couple who shares their reaction to the ongoing legal battle.
And our temperatures, they continue to rise slowly but surely, but guess what that means? They're going to come down very quickly. I'll show you that late week forecast coming up.